ask yourself this question right now. Do you want a late hit? Tick. Do you want to feel compression? Tick. Do you want to feel like the pros through the golf ball and we've tried all the drills and we can't quite access it? I know you're going to tick that one as well, because I've tried all the drills and this is one that I've used with one of my clients. This is really, really good on using a badminton racket and 3 alignment sticks to feel as though you can hold that angle for longer. We're going to talk about wrist positions, we're going to talk about body movement and how this can be achieved. Stick with me through the whole video, you're not going to regret it. So what does that late hit look like? It's that feeling of the hands leading the way, the lower half rotating out the way more than the upper half, and feeling as though at impact our hands are ahead of the golf ball. Let's just talk about what impact factors we need, as in terms of what segments of what we need of the body to do, and then we'll get into the drill. You're going to want to see this one. So let's come to the face on perspective and see this. These are the elements. So let's start off with hand position. What motion do we want the club to make? This. So a lot of people think just putting their hands ahead is this motion. It's not. We need to make sure it's like a fish tail. It's wagging its tail. Work it like this. Does a fish have a tail? We saying a fish has a tail? Yeah. Yeah. Can we say that? Yeah. Okay, so that fish is wagging its tail like this, even though I'm referring to a dog as well, but anyway. Fish wagging its tail, it makes this motion. So if you see, the club head is pretty much staying where it is, but the tail is moving. This is what we want. This is the feeling we want to have in our golf swing, to get those hands ahead of the golf ball. And I want you to hold that club in the air to begin with and feel it. So you see how if I get my hands ahead but don't manipulate the wrist, look how the face goes open. Okay, I want to feel like my glove hand here, my glove is going to stay pointing towards the net. Look how I do that. My hands are ahead of the golf ball or ahead of the club head, but my club face is square. I don't get my logo to target, look how the club face opens. Just try that right now. Stand up, get a pencil, really feel that motion. That's the first element, that's what we need to understand. Okay, let's lead ourselves now into body motion. What does that body need to do? So, standing to the golf ball, I like to point my left toe out. This really helps me with hip mobility through the shot. We want lots of hip mobility, that helps us turn, that helps us get open. So, let's talk about it this way. I want our hips to feel like they're open to our shoulders. So at impact now, look how my hips are opening up. Now I wag my tail and I let the left shoulder start to get a little bit higher. These are the elements that we want. So I've actually rotated, but a lot of my weight and pressure is working now down into my left heel. So we put this all together, it looked like this. That is that late hit. That is that feeling of compression. That is that feeling of stability through the ball. So we want wag the tail and we want body movement. Let's just go explore a little bit more body movement before we get into that drill. On the downswing, okay? So as we start our downswing, we want a few of these elements to put in place. If we just rotate this way, or we just slide towards target, it's going to make it very, very hard to get your hands ahead of the golf ball. We need 2 elements. Number 1, someone pulling your left pocket. Now, obviously, hitting a shot into the par 4 over water, you're not going to be able to have someone pull your left pocket. So, analogy is, someone pulls your left pocket and you have a little bit of right bend. That's this. Okay, we put this all together, left pocket and right bend. Look what position I am in now. Where I was. I'm not just rotating with these shoulders level, it wouldn't be possible for me to get my hands ahead of the golf ball. So now we've got an objective, now we've got where we want to get to in terms of late hit, hands ahead, compression, all those moves. This is the drill. So all the information that we've learned so far is equally as important as this drill. So you've not wasted your time listening to that. Now, if you are enjoying the videos, guys, I really would appreciate it if you could hit that big red subscribe button, join this team and join this channel. Thank you so much if you already have, but come on guys, please help me join this team. So, let's get into the drill. What we're going to need is 3 alignment sticks. By the way, But we're out on the golf course from next Wednesday. Actually, I'm filming this. It'll be this Wednesday. Oh my God, I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. So we need 3 alignment sticks. Put them in the ground as close as you can to each other. What I want you to do is, I want you to put the badminton racket through the alignment stick. So they're all going to go through the badminton racket like I've got here. Now, this is great because as we've spoken about at last parallel in previous videos, and I'll leave a link to that here, do watch that afterwards and I'll leave the link down below. We want to feel as though our strings are to the ground because that helps us get that late hit, but that also helps us play golf with a much stronger club face and not require as much manipulation. So this is another benefit of this drill. Then grip the golf club. So what we need to do is imagine you're gripping the golf club with the string straight up. Allow the strings to work over. I want you to stand over the ball now, and I want you to practice it in this sequence. I want you to move the lower half and then drag. Lower half and drag. Drag, and just get used to that feeling of the hands being the last thing to move. The hands are moving the golf club as a result of rotation, rotation. My logo of my glove to the ground, rotation, rotation. This is getting that feeling of that late hit, that feeling of that compression, and that feeling of that control. And I would literally, potentially, just set this up at home in the garden. And I do apologise for that noise. Like we said, we have 2 more days and we're back on the golf course, so hopefully we don't have stuff like that, so I do apologise for that. It's that feeling of over the golf ball, rotate, rotate, rotate. I absolutely love this because it gets that feeling of those hands staying higher for longer. So I'm going to get a golf club out now and I'm going to show you this, the same thing, and then we're going to imagine the golf club is hooked up to something. Someone's pulling this golf club, okay? And you've got a bit of resistance there. I want you to stand over the golf ball, swing it to the top, come down to that last parallel, and now as your hands are on your right thigh, feel that motion. Okay, I'm holding that angle for longer, holding that angle, have a few reps, have a few feelings, going back to that fishtail, and then I want you just to hit one away. We're looking for that ball to go 20, 15, 5, 10 yards. It's immaterial how far that ball goes. We're learning to build up, hold the angle, and that is the money maker, this motion. And waggle it, be free with it. That's what I like about this drill. You can stand over it, up, here, be free with it. Be free with it, hit it away. And the final golf ball, I want you then just to hit one away like normal. Because as you know on this channel, I think it's really important for you to blend in drills with actually hitting some shots like you do out on the golf course. Just like this. Over the ball, hit this one away. Whoa. And it will honestly, it won't happen straight away, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not going to give you instant results, but it's something you've got to work at to really see some good improvements in your ball striking. The fishtail, the rotation, and that is your drill in order to do that. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. 2 more days and we won't have that noise, so thank you so much for watching me, and I look forward to seeing you out on the golf course.